Okay, we are back. It's a Friday, and I am hard contemplating whether I should take a trade on Meta today or not. I believe it's going to be towards the long side. I am going to wait for this small gap fill on the daily. That's a little gap fill here. 159, basically 160. So right at VWAP, I could buy in, but 160 is down here below VWAP on the 1 minute. I could buy in. It is taking off here pre-market though, and I don't really want to see it come down below VWAP, but I think I should wait on this one. If I'm being honest, I think I should wait because as we've seen many times, it keeps making its move hours later. But the thing about this one right now is that I drew out on the hourly I guess like a wedge. I don't know what kind of wedge this would be. Falling wedge. Hold on, let me make sure I have my paper here. Yeah, I guess it'd be like a falling wedge. So we do have a falling wedge there, and here's open. We would need to fill this gap here to 160, but I'm not gonna buy it just yet. We are also coming up to the 50 at 163, so that's what I'm not super confident about either. But it is breaking higher now that the falling wedge is there. My target on this, I have no idea where it would be. Honestly, I wouldn't know where to even go. It would be it first have to be the 50. It'd have to break above the 50, but I don't know. We're coming into that resistance spot there, so we'll leave this one alone for now. I'm gonna go ahead and continue watching TBLT. This is the one we actually had on watch, so we'll wait on Facebook or Meta. I mean, Jesus. So I like the 5 minute on TBLT. We are kind of bottoming out here at VWAP, and there is a triangle formation forming here as well. So depending on how this finishes, potentially this next 5 minute candle, if not the next maybe even 10 minute, we'll see. I can definitely continue breaking higher, but I don't want to see this break below VWAP down here. I want to see that it's going to hold, and I'll take a bigger share size on that for sure. It's not a huge mover. BHAT on the other hand, this one's actually breaking above. This is looking pretty nice. Let's draw our support and resistance lines here. So we have our first resistance level right here. The next target would be, I guess, the low of this candle there around 4, and then up here at 420. So break of 420. So we have some support down here as well. Okay, so I can definitely get in on this one for the break of 4. I do like the next 5 minute candle formation. Let's see, it's curling through on MACD. Okay, there's 380 now. So I should have gotten in earlier down here at 360 or so, but TBLT is now breaking higher. Look at that massive rejection. Ooh, this one's gonna be real whippy. I'm gonna have to wait on this one. Let's go check out TBLT. That one's rejecting massively. Okay, so here's a break of 320. We're coming up to its 50 here though, and it does seem to be respecting the 50. So 50 is a big resistance level here at 375. So now it's breaking trend on the 5 minute, which is great. We are increasing in volume as well. I do like this next 5 minute formation though, if we can get this 5 minute going. It's a slower mover, so I think I should focus on the larger time frames compared to the short term. CNVY, this is also hitting the scans. Not sure what's going on with this one. This daily high is gonna break here, 49. No action on it, I'll wait on it. TBLT, I'm gonna have to wait for a pullback on this one. I'm gonna wait for the next 5 minute setup. BHAT, this one's back up again. Let's see if it's gonna retest that high. So I'm not sure what happened with that massive rejection there. I'm kind of nervous to take a trade on it now that that happened. We are coming up to a resistance level here on the 5 or the 10 minute as well, which I mean technically would be on the 5 too. But this is a big resistance level that we'd have to break above. Could buy a dip around VWAP. Really, I'd want to see it above 375 though. If we can break above 375, this would look really good. It's the next 1 minute open. It's kind of flagging here on the 1 minute. Could take an entry. We have a big seller there. Another one at 375. So one at 370, another at 375, 377 actually, and 79. Jesus, there's a whole bunch of them stacked up there at 80. So, I'd be going for some sense here. We're practically coming into a wall at 80 there. I don't trust this one. I'm gonna go back to TBLT. Wait for TBLT to pull back here on this next 5 minute and get in for a 5 minute entry. So I'll buy the dip on this next 1 minute candle if it can finish low, which it did. And I'll take a big, larger share size position into it. See if it rejects and breaks this last 1 minute low. It's 27. Low of this candle's 23. It's 26 now. 25. Are we gonna break this last 1 minute low? And if we do, can we pop back up? I just bought there at 21. Taking a starter there at 21. I might have to add into this though because this next 1 minute's opening pretty low. So taking a starter there at 21. See if we can get this next 5 minute high or 1 minute candle to break this 5 minute high. I'm gonna add here again, averaging into this at 26, I believe. Looking for the break of this last 1 minute high. It might consolidate some more here. That's okay. Overall target would be the 5 minute high though. There's 27 now. So a break of 30 for sure. There's a huge seller stacked at 29, but a break of 30 would be my main target. It's 29, 30. See 31, I'm selling it at 30. Got rid of it there. So that's a good trade. Nothing crazy, not a whole lot of money made there, but it's still money regardless. Added into my position. It's not breaking here, so it made me a little nervous. I was expecting a bigger push through 30 there. Once it hit 31 and then it went back to 30, I felt that this is gonna have to consolidate a little more. I can get back into it. We have resistance at 375, but I didn't feel comfortable trading it right there just because it rejected that 30 level. It hit 31 and then it pulled back. So here's where it's probably gonna break out. 34 now. So hit 35. I didn't see 35, but hit 35. And there's a 5 minute high break. So I could have bought into this one as well at 325, but I didn't feel like buying that. I just took my trade. Okay, so let's go back to BHAT. So this one also broke the high, but again, it's rejecting. So basically where I said at 80, where everybody was stacked up, it broke by a couple cents, like 5 cents, and then it rejected all the way back to 48 apparently. So I don't like this one. I'm not gonna trade this one. APRN. Let's check on Meta real quick. Meta climbing. So we didn't get that pullback that I was anticipating, but we are climbing regardless. And we're coming up to, oh, well, I guess we're coming up to 163, right? Or we're at 163 on the hourly chart that I had on, what is this platform called? TradingView. So we're right at resistance here at 163. I guess I should have taken a starter down here a long time ago, right? That would have put me up for sure. Because now we're breaking trend. We're clear to the high side at this point. We basically have room all the way to 173. Because 173 is the 50 on the daily. Really, if it's a simple moving average, we're right at the 50. That's the difference. But it looks like we're breaking back above. Even the daily on Meta. The daily on Meta. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. The daily on Meta, the 50 EMA would be, or SMA, the 50 SMA would be around 189. So we have all that room. Right now it's breaking above 164. I actually wish I would have taken an entry a long time ago. If we could somehow continue this upwards trend, we have a 168 target to break its previous high, and that would be pretty significant. Right now it's curling up hardcore. So I'd have to wait for a pullback opportunity on Meta to possibly get in here, but I don't know if I should. I should have got in a long time ago now that I'm realizing it, because I already knew it was going to go up today. But again, the way I was chasing it these other days, it just obviously wasn't working out, so I don't want to keep chasing it too much. But this thing's just pushing right here, making me nervous. This is making me feel a lot of FOMO, and past several days it's been like that, so we'll keep TBL. My God, it's getting me frustrated. I'm just watching it. We'll look at TBLT. This one's spiking again. Made a nice push there. I didn't see this one. 10-minute just opened, so we can look for potential target of the break of this last high of 165 or 365. I mean, red box also hitting the scans. Not sure why. REV. I'm not going to be trading REV. This one is making a move at the moment, but I just, after getting burned on it so many times these past several days, like, I don't want to trade it. It's not the stock for me to trade. It's too choppy. So this is the only one I have on watch at the moment, TBLT. There's a huge rip there on TBLT for whatever reason. So nice push. I'm gonna open up Thinkorswim real quick. So I'm hardcore debating a trade on Facebook at the moment. It's already at 165. If I got in a long time ago, I'd be up a lot right now. I'm so pissed. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for a long-term setup on this one on TBLT. I can't just trade this 5-minute because it's so extended at this point. I have to wait for it. It's coming up to its 50 at 70, and I have to wait for it. If it pulls and rips through that last 10-minute high here, oh well, like, there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna bother trading it. So they're double topped on its last 10-minute high with a rejection now. 65 by 65, so to the penny of a double top. I have to wait for it to pull back. I can't just buy it here. So we have one leg up, pull back, second leg up. Are we gonna get a second pullback here? I don't want to see a random surge and break its last high. Okay, honestly don't want to see that, because then it's just gonna be weak after that, I think. Volume's dying here. So let's see if we can get that pullback formation. At least on the 1 minute. Low of this candle's 350. So if we break 350, we can potentially buy here in the 40s. That's next 1 minute. So let's go ahead and try and average into this one and break that high. So we get the break here of 350. It just sideways consolidates here. That's going to be something I can look forward to on the next 1 minute as well. If it just rips on this 1 minute, then oh well, I'm not going to bother trading it. It's too extended. I need to wait. We have a big seller there at 62. 60 as well. So it's 55, back up to 60. We're not quite breaking lower how I was anticipating. I'm going to buy in here at 57, and I'm going to look for that break of the last 1 minute high. Might be a mistake here buying this early. Might have to cut it here if it comes closer to 53. Forgot where I'm in at. Selling there at 51. So I had to get rid of that 7-cent loss there. All the way back up to 57. So I guess I bought in too early. Look at that. Jesus. Big seller stacked at 60 there. And there's the break. We have 63. So I literally just bought in too early. There's the break right there. Man, that's so annoying. Bought in too early, and now it's breaking without me. So could have averaged into it, but I wasn't sure how low it was actually going to go. I thought it was going to hit 340. I figured since it held up this whole time on this candle, like I might as well have taken an entry. I didn't think it was going to break this low. And if it did break that low, I thought it was going to be toward the downside. I didn't think it was going to recover. But apparently, I mean, obviously it recovered. So now I'm just kind of here like, well, oh well. So now I'm practically break even on the day if I'm not red. And TBLT is just, I don't know. I don't really know. I waited for the 5-minute setup. It broke. I got what I wanted, but I wasn't in on the move. Same with this one. Now it's getting a little choppy. I'd say I don't feel it. 2 trades TBLT, 1 winner, 1 loser. We're coming up to its 50 EMA. So we already got our second pullback here. And this was the whole ride up, which I wasn't paying attention to. I just realized. So first ride up, pullback. Second ride up, pullback. Here's a third leg up. And now we're going to be catching the back end of the move if I go ahead and take a trade up all the way up here. So let's go check on some other stocks. BHAT, done. APRN. I'm not feeling this one. RDBX, popping back up here. We could go for the daily high break on RDBX, 1025. We're not too far from it, but a shift in momentum would definitely be over 980. That'd be a huge level. And we are popping up here on the 1 minute, so I could take a potential trade. 5 minutes not looking too bad either. I'll wait for this next 5 minute on RDBX. I want to see what this next 5 minutes gonna do. REV. I don't want to trade this one. It's too choppy for me. Pets. I don't trade this low of a price range. PEV. It's kind of done as well. IMIA. What? IMLA? What is this? Oh, JMIA. Oh my god. Nah, this one's too slow for me. TBLT breaking higher here. Still ripping. Look at that. What a massive move that would have been if I was still in this stock. Check on Meta. Meta now it's at 167, dude. I'm so pissed. Oh man, I'm so pissed. I could have been in on this stock literally at open. Now I was telling myself to get in at open too. Like just take an entry, but I didn't want to get smoked how I did yesterday or the past 2 days. You know, I'm trading long one day, it starts flopping immediately, and then I trade short the other day and it starts going the opposite direction like immediately. So that's why I'm like, I shouldn't be taking trades right out the open. I should wait for the proper pullback. But look at this one. Like I knew it too. I knew it because I drew the trend lines yesterday. That's why I drew them. So I was like, oh, this is breaking pattern. It's breaking trend here, which is why I drew it on the hourly. And I was like, we're breaking out in this to the high side, and the MACD is actually curling. So I was like, shoot, I should really get in right at open because this is going to take off. And now look at it. I decided not to because these several days have been so choppy, and I decided since these days are sideways, I might as well just wait it out. But no, this day was the day to get in on. I'm just watching it now. Oh man, I'm so pissed. 168 is the target too. It's literally this high of this candle here. Once we break that high, we have room up to 171. And I swear, if this hits 173 today, I'm gonna be even more pissed. It's literally right there, so it probably could, but oh man, I'm getting so frustrated with this stock already. Just because I'm missing these moves, and I knew, like, oh my god, that's what pisses me off. I knew it too, and I didn't take it. Just because I didn't want to rush myself. I don't want to push myself into taking a trade and gamble on it. Man. Okay, let's check on Redbox. This one, next 5 minutes gonna open here. Next 10 minute as well. Could take an entry. It's very light on volume, but I do like the formation that's coming into play here. Oops. Okay. So I'll take. I don't know. Should I get in here? And I want to take a little larger share size. I'll get in. So I get in at 45 here. Just take a 500 share position. And we're going to try and go for this last 5 minute high break of 50. Really the 10 minute. Because after we break the 10 minute, we have room up to 975. So that's 48. Can we get the break of 50 here? And once we break 50, the next target would be 60, I guess. That's where we have room. So this is 50 now. Can we break 50? And how high are we going to go after 50? Back down to 45. Now it's not looking so hot for me. So hit 50 there, ran into a wall. Next 1 minute's opening low. I shouldn't be trading this, I'm being real. There's 50 again. Can we break 50 though? So it broke 50 there, but it didn't show on the level 2. It's because it's like no volume in this stock. We need more volume. So it's so choppy, which is why it's so risky taking such a big position. It's not even a big position, but taking a 500 share position when I'm normally used to 300. Like this is, I would normally trade 300 on this. I wouldn't trade 500. So finishing pretty high here. And there's a drop back down to 41. It's having a hard time breaking out here. 5 and 10 minute are literally there. We just need 50 to break and we should be good. Because I would want to sell it around 60 something, like 65 if we can get that push through 60. That's where I'd really want to sell it. It's having a lot of resistance up here in the 50 area though. It's having a real hard time breaking it. It's 47. Back down to 45. 44, finished low. It's 1 minute. I should probably get rid of it here. Selling it there at 37, so I got rid of it. Didn't want to break. Oh well. So 10-cent loser there, so god damn, man. Red all week this week. Not a single trade that turned out to be extremely profitable for me. I mean, I'm taking a bullshit trade there, RDBX. Like, shouldn't be trading that anyways. Could have sold at 50, but like I thought it had a little more potential, being light on volume. If we could have broke 50 there, we could have seen a move potentially towards 60 or so. especially on this recovery here, how I was just trending above VWAP. I like the way I was doing that. I noticed the MACD was starting to curl back to the downside, which is why I sold it. But I did have a lot more faith in the 5 minute and 10 minute, just because it double topped there, sure, but I thought it could break out at least in this next 1 minute candle here, or at least in this one, the way it recovered there. I had a little more faith in it. So it didn't work out, and I had to sell below VWAP at that point. At least I didn't sell in the 20s at the very bottom, but still, 500 share position, that's already a good amount of money just gone there. It was kind of a waste. So Meta's finally pulling back here. Is it worth taking an entry at this point? I don't even know. I really don't know if I want to take a position, because I just missed the whole ride, and I'm actually pissed. From 161 all the way to 168, literally no problem the entire way. Sideways here for a little bit, but really, dude, that was like 5 minutes, not even. This 5 minute trend here is just absolutely perfect, just all the way up, and I missed that entire ride. So now I'm just here sitting on my hands. What do I want to do? We're coming into resistance on REV at the 200. Again, I don't really want to trade this one just because of how choppy it's been. Huge seller at 25 there. I don't like the stock. I got burned on it so many times already. I'm not feeling it. TBLT is pulling back way too much at this point. It's kind of done, I think. It's gonna have to be a long-term setup, like 10-minute setup, but even then, I think it's kind of done. BHAT forming a bear flag here. So we got one pullback right here, a bear flag, another pullback, and now it's kind of recovering in this area. So I could take an entry on it for the next 5 and 10 minute high to break. The way that it's recovering here. Didn't double bottom, but it's making a higher low. So I'm going to take an entry here at 38. And I'm going to go for the anticipation of it breaking back above VWAP towards 50 or so. Just because of the way it's recovering, not making a lower low. It might pull back on me here, but as long as it doesn't make a lower low, I should be relatively safe. So probably got in a little too early, just like I did on the other stock. We'll see if it breaks this 1 minute low here and how low it's going to go. So it broke that 1 minute low. It's going to continue breaking lower though. So I will say a little early on my entry here. See if we can get a good recovery. It's popping up to 35 there for a second. Next 1 minute's going to open pretty soon. So not quite a lower low. Could have added on that dip. What I'm not so confident about is this 5 minute low. Low of 28. I'm going to have to get rid of it. If it pops here, I'm going to have to get rid of it. There's 40. Can we break 40, hit 50? It's 41. I'm selling it at 41. It's not breaking. Hidden seller there, I'm assuming. Just not breaking 41. I think if we break 41 on this next 1 minute, we can definitely see a push to, oh, okay, there's a break there, never mind. I was gonna say we could definitely see the push towards 50. It's 44. So it was literally a break-even trade. I didn't make any money on that trade. I got in at 38 apparently. So no money made on that one. I wasn't gonna trade the stock either, BHAT, but I don't know. I want to go back green, especially after missing all these moves. I'm really frustrated already. I do like TBLT as well. TBLT is recovering. It's holding the support line here. So as long as it can keep holding this level, we should be good. Could average into it here. I'm going to take a starter here at 66, I guess. And I'm going to look for that next 1 minute high. So right here, high is 68. This thing just completely flushes on me. I'm going to be pissed though. So there's a drop. Rejection now below the support line. I should literally just get rid of it here. And I'm going to have to stop out. So I'm done. I'm actually done. That was not the best trade. I'm being real. So pull back of a bear flag here, and now we're getting a rejection. I was actually hoping for that 5 minute to open, which I just realized. I thought we were 1 minute away. I just realized now that we're 2 minutes away. So I was anticipating the break of this last 5 minute back to 380, but that was not a good trade at all. At this point, I'm just taking trades to take trades, just gambling at this point. Let's go to Meta. Probably not a good idea to trade Meta, especially since I'm getting emotional. So what I could do is just take a break and go back to work, or go to work and then see what happens after that. But right now, I need to review what I'm doing wrong, because this is 4 red days in a row already. After I was doing pretty good. I don't know if it's just this week. This week's just trash. I'm not really sure. Let's check what SPY's doing. I mean, obviously the trades that I'm taking aren't the best either. Like the last one I literally just took right now on TBLT, that was unnecessary, and I let it run a lot longer than I should have. 66 all the way to 49. You know, that's a pretty good size loss there. 15 cents just gone. So, or what is it? 17 cents just gone. So here's Meta popping back up here, but I don't know, man. I would have made $500 already if I just took an entry, even here at 66 to the top of 68. Like, I would have made 500 bucks. I'm so pissed. Man, what a day. What a day today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm down 127. I'm still surprised, honestly, only at 127 with 500 shares. I'm still surprised I'm down that little. That's, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's something, because we already have 50 in commission, all right? So I guess I'm down 70 just on the losses, 50 in commission. And I guess, I mean, totals to 127, but I'm expecting to be down a lot more than that today, if I'm being honest. Kind of surprised I'm not, but I'll take it. 127. So now I could probably change my share sizes then, from 300 to 500, just because my daily loss really would be about 150. Like, that's where I'm capping it, is 150. So knowing that I'm still not down, even taking YOLO trades like the way I just took it, you know, I don't want to be down 150 every day. I don't even want to be down 100 something every day, especially in a small account. If I can keep it relatively small, like 30 bucks or something, cool. But, you know, taking these YOLO trades like on RDBX, like, you know, I could have sold for some profit. I thought I saw some sort of potential in the 5 minute at least, or 10 minute even, but obviously it wasn't there. You know, so taking a YOLO trade of big size like that, as I mentioned, I would only take 300, took 500 anyways. I knew I was down 50 bucks right away, but at the same time, like, it wasn't so bad compared to some trades like TBLT here. I let this one run like completely, let it break its low and then go even more lower, or go even lower, because I let it go even lower just because of this trade right here. The way that it went down, and then I sold for a loss, and then it popped all the way back up. You know, after seeing that recovery, I didn't want the same thing to happen to me here. So I was just like, nah, I'm going to wait it out. And then I let it run too long. BHAT, you know, not the most profitable. I was down almost immediately. Just bad timing. But TBLT, I mean, it was a good initial start, I guess. I didn't think the way that it rejected here, I didn't have much confidence in it going all the way up the way it did. Like, I really, really didn't. So, I don't know. I knew it had potential to break its 5 minute high, but knowing how everything else was rejecting already right off the bat didn't give me much confidence either. So that's why I kind of just flaked on it. I didn't think it could do it. So Meta, I don't know. I'm just so pissed with Meta already. I should have taken this trade a long time ago, and I didn't, and now I'm highly regretting it. So I could still get in here for the 5-minute high break or the overall hourly high break, and we could still take an entry. But right now, like literally right now, I'd be up $800 if I just took my position in the morning, like I said I would. So I'm really pissed with this stock at the moment. But we'll take an entry on it. I'll go ahead and get in here at 167 for the next high. We'll send an order there. Just got filled here at 167, and now it's going red on me. But I'm gonna go for that high break here, 168. Oh, I guess it's 167.76. But either way, going for this high break of 168. Once we break 168, my next target, like I said, it would have to be. Let me see. Once we break 168, my next target would have to be this high here of 172, 173. Whether it's going to break that high or not, I have no idea, but the MACD is looking really strong on the daily. On the hourly, though, MACD is still pulling pretty hard, but it had to break this high here, which it's coming to that break already. I'm already up on the position, so I'm glad to be up at least, but my next target would definitely have to be the 172 high. That's our next, resistance point here. But again, I'm debating whether I should have even taken this just because of how high it is already. We're pulling back already at 167 here. It's super extended, and I should have just waited. I should have taken my entry down here at 166 if I'm being real. Now we might pull back a little too much, but I want to go for that 168 high break overall. 5 minute, 15 minutes still looking good. Hourly still looking good. 20 minutes still looking good. High of this candle is 167.95. 30 minutes still looking good. And the daily is already, green just in general. But the daily is really extended at this point. Again, I should have taken my entry a long time ago, but sucks. Nothing I could do. So let's see if we get the break of 168 here. I'll go ahead and double check on this at work and see if we can actually get this. Well, there's a break of 168 literally here. I'm already up 100 something bucks. It just sucks though. It really does suck that I could have been up a lot more, and I knew I could have too, and I didn't take my entry. Today could have been $1,000 day real money, guaranteed, if I just took this position at the beginning of the day. And now I'm just beating myself up about it because I missed the whole move here, and I don't know. So let's see if we get the break of 168.50. Not quite. I'm still up. I'm up about 200 at this point. And I could just get rid of it, but again, I'm debating whether I should wait for my target of 170. Once we hit that 172 level, I mean, I'm kind of free. 232. So that was a quick drop. I went from up 250 all the way down to 180. Still up on it regardless. Next 1 minute can still break its high, and I could debate on selling it here, especially because the 30 minute already broke its high. See if this next 1 minute wants to push through 169, and then I'll probably get rid of it at 169. But I don't want to see it break its low here. I want to see it pop back up and break its high on this 1 minute candle of 164. Let's see what it wants to do though. It's coming back to 168, so I might just start pulling back a little more here. But I think I have a little more faith on the 1 minute to push through 169. If we break 169, I'll get rid of it for sure. Let's see, there's 37. Can we hit 40? There's 40 again. Next 1 minute opens right here. Get that break of 169. It's 163. $65, $68, $69, $70 now. Can we break this 169 level? There's a nice push there, almost to 169. Now I'm up 300 something. 308 now. One last push here, 169. Can we get it? There's 169. I want to see the break though. Not quite. Selling it there if I can. See if I get filled here. Yikes, really? I'm not getting filled. So try to sell there at 96. Not filled at all there. I'm gonna cancel my order. So cancel my order there. Back up to 300. So if we get this last break through 169 here, final push, we're back up to 168.95. Can we get the break of 169? This next 5-minute open can definitely break it. Just needs to show that it can do it. Back down to 244 here. I mean, this last pop through 169. $70. Come on, let's see if we can get that push. Need a break 70 there. There's 83. Back up. Finishing high there. Here's the break. 169. It's 91. Nah, it's flagging up here. I think I'm just gonna close it at 300. I'll set a profit target here to, I don't know, breaking down on the 1 minute. Now I'm down. Jesus, I was up 330. Now I'm down 200 here. 61 again. I don't want to see it break it slow here, but it's, should I close it is what I'm wondering. Didn't want to break 169. Highly debating whether I should wait for this pullback on the 1 minute or just get rid of it, because the 5-minute high is literally right there. But if the 5-minute doesn't want to do it, I'm screwed. So let's see if we can get the pop back up here. There's 75 again. Can we break higher here through 75? Break this last 1 minute high. It seems like it wants to break because it's literally right there. But it's double topped at 69 several times already. It's kind of consolidating. I could just get rid of it for a profit of 200 bucks. Like I'm in the green. Oh shit. So up 350 and now I'm down to 150. Down 120 now. Should I wait for this to continue pulling back here through 168 and risk it? One minute MACD just crossed. See if we can get a recovery here. I should have sold it at 168 at the very top where I was. That would have been really nice, but now I'm kind of just here, stuck debating. Now I'm only up 150, 140 just about. Let me double check on all the other screens here to make sure. 30-minute high broke, 15-minute broke, 5-minute pulling back too much. I might just have to get rid of it here. I want to see if this can break back above 50 though. So there's 47. There's 50. There's 58. Can we see a push here? There's 60. Back to 70. So we're back up again. Now I'm closing in on 244. No, and now we have a rejection. I'm gonna have to close it. I'll take my profit, I guess. So just sold it right there, 144. I could take another. I can't take another position. I'm lying. Damn. Well, I sold it. I got rid of it. I could have kept waiting, but I honestly started getting real scared because it's coming down. I tried selling. I actually tried selling at the very top here at 169, but it just rejected immediately, and I couldn't get filled ever since. So I mean, it probably will break 168, pull back to maybe. Man, it might not even pull back. It might just break 168 here and then pop all the way back up. But I don't know. I didn't want to go red on me. I lost a lot of profit there. I was up 300 and I should have taken it. But I wanted to see the break of 169. We didn't quite get that break. I thought it was going to break relatively easily, and I thought we were going to have a lot of resistance here at 170. That's kind of what I was thinking. But I don't know. That actually really, really sucks. I'm so damn pissed about not taking my entry like I told myself to in the morning. And that's what I said the other day. I said usually Facebook or Meta, whatever, always takes off. Like it always takes off in the mornings, almost always, which is why I decided these past 2 days to take a trade immediately right at open. And it just didn't work out in my favor the past 2 days. So today I was like, nah, I'm not going to take it at the open. It's going to go up, but I'm not going to take it at the open. And here I am, highly regretting it at this point. Now look at this pop all the way back up to 160 now. So broke 168, back to 160. If it hits 169 right here, I'm gonna be pissed. So I literally sold at the bottom of this candle here at 168. I didn't want it to turn red on me, but now it's 170. And I sold for 144 profit. Up here at 170, I was up like 250, so I could have definitely sold for an extra 100 here. And if we see the break of 169, which we most likely will on this candle, which, oh man, I'm so pissed. Sloppy trades all day today. You know, just, I couldn't take it emotionally on this one. I guess a small pullback. I was still up 100. Like I should have been fine, shouldn't have sold it, but I was just too scared of it turning red on me, especially, you know, how red I got today. Just how choppy the market is, and feeling FOMO the way I am right now, knowing that I just missed this entire move here and I got in midway in this move, you know, I didn't want to chase it. I didn't want to push my luck too much, so take profit while I can. Small profit, but still profit regardless. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm already getting frustrated or stressed, so I'm going to I need to take a break. I need to review what's going on and really get this trading game on the ball. So I will see you guys next week. I hope you all enjoy your weekend, and hopefully the market is a little better then, but we'll see.